Whew. I'm a bit late. I am a bit late. Not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. Said I'd start this earlier, but I had to take a good shower. Oh man. I had to get that clean shower. You already know. All right. I think I sound pretty good, but I'm not sure.
When the holidays start to feel a bit repetitive, reach for a Sprite Winter Spiced Cranberry
Oh, okay.
and put your
I think I sound pretty good, but I'm not sure. Turn up the music a little bit. Just trying to see. Come on, come on. You sound great. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Thank you, Matt. I'm just trying to figure it out from right here. I think I'm gonna turn that music down a little bit. Let's see. Last time we were here, we drew this. Matt, yeah, I guess you can decide like what volume the music's gonna be. What's up? Oh my gosh. I was not expecting that mythical pull of a name in chat, bro. Freaking Zardex. Last time we were here, I never learned if I pronounced that correctly. You know that, right? Abraham, how do you pronounce your user, dude? How do you actually? I was not expecting that mythical pull of a name in chat, bro. Freaking Zardex. I never learned if I pronounced that correctly. You know that, right? Turn the music down in OBS and turn yourself up. I feel like I'm loud enough, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. I'll, and you already know how I do this. If I'm gonna turn this up, I'm gonna turn it up to here. Turn this down right here. And leave it at that. I'm not gonna lie. That's kind of how I'm doing this. Give me 3 pronunciations. Now you got it right. Okay. All right, we'll leave it at that then. We're not gonna worry about it. For now, I'm just gonna put that off to the side. I don't know what we're drawing tonight, if I'm being honest. I kind of still, I just have the sketch we did last stream, so I'm going to use this one to practice maybe some anatomy. I won't really have a reference up on screen like last time, but that's fine. So let's get into the thing I hate most, which is anatomy, but it's the basic structure that we all need. We have no choice but to learn it because suffering is how we enjoy art around these parts. Except for complicated poses. We're not going to draw anything complicated. I hope. I hope. Finals are next week. Oh man. Dude, I'm sorry about that. But I hope you ace them. Bro, you're incredibly intelligent. So, I have no doubt you'll pass them. Even then, with how your grades might look, which I assume are already A's or if not B's, and even then, I still just expect A's. Not to put any pressure on you, of course. But I expect you to just basically have passed it, even if you failed the finals. Unless there's like, a be all end all rule of you having to absolutely pass finals to pass the class. I didn't have that. And I hope nobody ever has that. If you do, good luck, because, yeah. Actually, you know what? Let's make the face a plain, flat face. That's where the bridge line for the thing is, and where we're going to put the eyes is right here. I'm just gonna craft this guy right here. My phone is also not charged, so excuse me. It's gonna be a little bit hard for me to like look back and forth between things. Unless, unless, split you. All right, that works. Hey, that works. B's and C. Oh, I've been on around 6 hours of sleep, bro. At least you're getting 6 hours of sleep, dude. Oh my gosh. I remember just to pass my English class, I had to pull a freaking all nighter, dude. That was absolute pain. I'm just gonna make this head. I don't care how it turns out. This is the first time I'm drawing all day, so I don't want to hear it. All right. What's sleep? Oh yeah, Matt doesn't really go to sleep like that, and when he does crash though. Put the line right there for the pelvis. Do I want to offset it a little bit more? Yeah, this looks about all right to me. Hmm. English has somehow not been the bane of my existence. You know what? That's good. I'd say that's pretty good. Draw that like that. Little midsection. You know, always nice to focus on the little details building up into the bigger details. I said little first, hopefully, right? Probably said little. It's your all right. Hey, bro, B's and C's are not bad. Again, I say. So honestly, in that department, you're killing it. I can't say I made it all the way through without. Look, long story short, I failed. I'm not ashamed to admit that though. I was going through so much in college, dude. My grandma got hospitalized in the beginning of that year. Like, life was just dogging me, bro. I could not live effectively. Things are looking a lot better now, especially since I'm finally not in it anymore. But, like, going through what I was going through while I was in college for that time, dude, oh my gosh. I didn't even know how to speak about my problems correctly. So, you can imagine mentally, I was exhausted. Grey's Anatomy, Zay's drawing anatomy. Ah, yeah, so when she got hospitalized, like it really took a toll on my mental health, especially because I had lost so many freaking family members at that point already. Just gonna semicircle it out because the hand is right there on the pose reference. I suck at foreshortening. Almost forgot. Well, oh well. This is a practice. I'm not gonna beat myself up over this. Maybe I will beat myself up a little bit over this. What the fudge am I looking at? But that's all right. That's probably because I didn't elongate the entirety of the torso. So, honestly speaking, we're just going to start another version of this over here, learning from our mistakes. Probably shouldn't draw too small, but I do want the entirety of the pose to fit where I'm drawing. This guy has a chiseled jaw, by the way. All right, that looks a little better. I was going to try drawing tonight. Oh, go ahead, man. I'd love someone to follow along while I draw. We're just gonna make it this long because I don't know. I just don't. You know, how about this? We're gonna actually, is that gonna work? Won't activate though. Router and modem. Ah, man. Dude, I hope you're able to get it up and running soon. Honestly, glad I did this. I feel a little more comfortable bringing everything out that I have already onto this. Let's see. His arm is a little tucked over here. Again, I explained earlier. His arm goes onto his midsection right here, creating the foreshortening. So I guess his thing would go in like this. Let it be known that anatomy blows to draw, but drawing is fun. But we have to go somewhere. I tried. I tried, dude. It looks rough. And it's because I'm working on details a little too early, I think. We'll redo that. We won't focus on it. We'll just actually lock in. However, locking in looks right now. This was a little easy. Whenever I try to draw anatomy, it looks super flat. Dude, I run into that problem a lot actually, which is kind of why you see me build off of the 3D shape right here, because it takes a while for your brain to kind of understand it, if that makes sense. Which is why when I draw this, I draw an egg for the rib cage and all that. I know you've probably seen so many tutorials saying, do this. But for me to understand it and what lies beneath, in order to draw anything else, no depth. Hey man, sometimes it takes a curvy line to show you where the thing lies in. See what I'm saying? Makes it look like it has depth. Tricks your brain, gives it a little flavor, you know? So honestly, it's fine. That's why you just gotta kind of work with it and try your best not to flow against it. Drew this like this. I probably should have drew it this way. That way it makes sense internally, but we'll rework it at this point, dude. We're gonna just work through this. Anyway, I was going this way with it. This is going up with it. Go down a little bit. I'm glad we came to the end of the screen. I did not want to draw all this. Probably should have drawn these little hinges out for the joints. Why Chicago always gotta be so cold? It's less than 30. Oh man. I don't know, man. It's just a cold state. This may be a man, but like, let's give him a little bit of some cake back there. I can't have this man looking flat. He probably has a pretty firm and tuned caboose. Won't do him that dirty. Anyway, make his leg a little thinner there. His pants come in around here, so I guess that's why my brain's also playing around with the information. This is why I be drawing like nude models. Wait, not nude, not nude. Clothed models that are like half naked models. That sounds better than just straight up nude. I don't be drawing just straight naked people, I promise. At least not on recent occasion. I've definitely done it before. But since I'm on stream, it feels a little more necessary to like say it out loud. YouTube guidelines are holding me at gunpoint, guys. I'm sorry. Well, I tried. I really did. We could probably work through this a little better, but I wouldn't say this is a bad one. Kind of looks like a stand with how long the torso is. I don't draw long torsos. I'm a little confused tonight because the clothing. I'm not asking to see a man half naked. I'm not. Yo, I'm just not used to it, dude. When you draw, when you draw specific people or characters, it just depends. If they're wearing something that just involves a bunch of clothing, it's a little more confusing for your brain to digest. But if they wear something pretty simple and that hugs their frame a little more, you kind of understand how the person's built. But I guess if you build your visual library, you can inevitably make something that looks passable as human, which is something I neglect to do often. Like I said, I haven't really practiced today. And this kind of is the practice. But with all that being said, we're going to figure this out. Just at least finish this up. Doesn't have to look the absolute best. It just has to look passable. Hand is in his pocket right here. As you can see, this is a lot of jumbled up information that you're seeing on the screen. It's not neat at all. I mean, yeah, it probably should be a little neater. That way it's easier for everybody else to read. But unfortunately, that's not how it looks. Last stream I was like erasing things more and actually working with it, not against it. But tonight, I'm kind of just rolling with it. It's not a bad arm. I mean, I've had better in a lunchroom cafeteria, but it's passable. This is why people draw anime art and don't really do realistic stuff. I'm joking. They do plenty of realistic things. But this was rough. Now it's time to get a different pose because yeah, I'm done with that. Erasing and starting over with a new one. Did I just start another one? Yep. Alright, start that over, delete that, make new. Let's see. We drew Hornet last time. Let's draw maybe an actual female this time around. How do you imagine different poses for the people when drawing, though? I look at the person. If I see defining features that I want to keep, I do that, right? Let's look at this. No pose for her, but I could draw her face onto another person's body. I was at school for oh my gosh. Oh gosh. And they say going to school isn't a job. Ooh, 12 hours. Oh my gosh. Dude, I'm so sorry for laughing, but 12 hours sounds so nutty. I would not wish that on my worst enemy. Oh, agreed on that one. I would need to draw hair more too. My hair isn't the best. Or at least it's not the easiest for me to draw. I'm so tempted to draw the free run angle, but I'm not doing that tonight. I'm not doing that tonight. I gotta resist the urge to do something dumb. purely off of this angle that we have drawn right here, the free run angle. Tomorrow I have 6 classes nearly back to back, and I gotta study with a group. I am incredibly sorry for your time. I oof, oof, man, I just feel it for you. I'm sorry. All right, this one is a little bit more of a thing. But could you draw the free run angle? I mean, could I draw the free run angle? That's a great question. You know what? For the flex factor, I might try. Hold on. I need to actually see what it looks like. I gotta remember what angle her head was at, dude. I actually gotta, like, look this up. Give me a split second. Freaking free run angle meme. Image. Okay. So, dang. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I'll try it. I'll try it. I'll try it. My man said, but could you draw it? Let me see. What the heck did that look like? Do you draw in perspective often? No, actually, no. I mean, I've tried it once before, but I do not draw from perspective. Alright, we're gonna make this head bigger than the rest. You really want to see this free run angle? I will try my best not to disappoint. I am not centered to the ball. It's like I have to come at it from a specific angle. Let's see. Okay, hold on. It's so much visual understanding that I need for this. Probably shouldn't have made it like this, but you know what? We're gonna roll with it purely because I'm fine with this. Oh, have a good night, bro. Have a good night. And good luck to your studies, or not good luck. I don't really believe in luck. God bless your studies, man, because I know it's not easy. I know it's not. Oh my gosh. Yo, this angle is crazy. This angle, I've drawn this angle before. I know I've drawn this angle before. That's the thing. I know I've drawn this angle before. All right, that does not look bad actually. Hold on. I've drawn this angle. I can do it again. I've drawn this angle before once. I can do it again twice, man, you know? Let's see. Erase that right there. Nose would be right here. Mouth would be right here. Maybe I made it a little too big. All right, let's backtrack a little. What am I drawing? You see, I made a joke about the free run angle, and Matt said, "Can I draw the free run angle?" And here we are drawing the free run angle. Oh wait, does this pen have tilt? Oh wait, no, it don't. All right, well, guess I'm tripping. He asked me, "Can I draw the free run angle?" But could you? if this pen would work with me. You know what? Swapping pens. Let's reload a pen. See what sharp do. Oh gosh. Sharp is sharp. It was not lying. You know, we'll try it for the time being because I'm sick of this. And then it still comes out the same. Alright, you know what? We're just gonna start erasing then. This is fine. This is fine. This is fine. This looks fine. I'm trying to convince myself this looks fine. I'm really trying to convince myself this looks fine right now. Switching back. Come on, brother. You got this. You got this. This is fine. This is totally fine. Since the brush wants to come out thin, we're going to use that to our advantage, actually. This would be so much easier with a pencil and paper, actually, right now. With a rubber eraser, because I absolutely need work and help. So, there we go. That's basically the Freeman angle. Let's get in up and close on it though. So her eye would be like right here. I'm honestly speaking. Oh my gosh. I should have looked up a reference. This is actually so hard. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. I don't see pencil. I see the G pen, but wait, have I been using the wrong thing? No. I've been using the wrong pen. I've been using the wrong pen. I'm like, wait, why is it coming out like this? Look at when I draw light with this. What happens? Guys, I was drawing with the wrong pen. Okay, that's fine. We're just gonna chicken scratch this until it forms. You know what I'm saying? This is fine. This is fine. No reference needed for something so accurate. I honestly appreciate that so much. You don't even know, cause I'm sitting here like, oh man, this is rough. No, it's still coming out the same anyway. I really want to just like give this the anime angle so bad. Just freaking I'm suffering. This is hell. This is hell on a brush. Um Screw it. You know what? We're just gonna kind of wing it. We're gonna wing it. We're gonna wing this and just do whatever, right? Honestly speaking, the nose would probably be right here, right? I should have looked up a person. I really should have. I really should have. I should have just looked up a person. Why didn't I look up a person? Oh gosh. It's hideous. Oh gosh, it's so hideous. How do people do this? How would I draw this? Hold on. What angle is this even called? Let's just look it up. All right, low head angle or something. Let's go ahead. Oh my gosh, low head angle. Low head angle. Come on. I'm using the freaking microphone in the thing to try to get it to go. Okay. I've drawn this angle before. I said I've drawn this angle before. Oh man, dude. Okay. Let's start this over. Let's try again. Let's just start from the beginning. Scrap the entire idea. Burn it all. Burn it all. You know what? There was probably salvage in that, but who cares? Death row. Death row. Remember, if she looked bad, then you're just starting out. Yeah, that is true, but nah. Death row. So, let's just try that over again. I didn't even know I was using the wrong pen. Great. Oh, fine. It's back. It's back. It's back. Fine. All right. Look, I'm gonna bring this back though. I'm gonna delete this. We'll correct what we got instead then, okay? My man said, you deleted something great. Dude, it don't feel great. I wonder, can I like put erase marks over? Nope, it just erases everything. Okay. So in Procreate, you could like lightly erase something and it won't completely erase. That's what I was trying to do. But that don't exist. You actually have to lower opacity. But I guess in my case, I'm just going to cook it. I'm gonna just get rid of this. Bring this out like this. My brain, little longer on the chin. Nah, I wouldn't say it needs to be a little longer. I think the center line of the head is the problem. Probably. Probably, because that thing ain't really a center line. Thank you. I'm glad to have extra eyes on this, because, you know, otherwise it's just not going to come out right. Gotta make sure I'm working with the pen here. It's weirding me out now, because my brain is feeling self-conscious. It's okay to feel a little exposed, buddy. We all make mistakes, you know? All right. Oh gosh. All right. We weren't done erasing. There you go. There you go. Get it off. Get it off. Most of it. Not all of it, but most of it. Okay. So then I'd plant the ear around here. And then we're going to bring it all the way around. This is going to be the eyebrow line. Oh my lord, that's pretty high. Free run finna end up with a pushback hairline. Maybe go back to pen, actually. You know what? It was working before. Let's apparently use that. Do this. Make it more curvaceous. I think curvaceous is a word. Oh well, if it's a little pushed back. Inverting the drum. No! No! I don't want to invert it, though! I don't want to invert the thing! Oh gosh! That doesn't look bad! Wait! Yo! I was panicking so hard. The only thing that's arguably really, really weird is that cheek. But that's only because the chin is gonna end up being here too with it. So let's get rid of more of this. I thought it was gonna look way worse, guys. I thought it was gonna look so much worse than it was. Honestly speaking, yes, that really was not too bad. Um, I guess the cheek would be kind of high for like human proportions, and then this would curve in a little bit. Let's go ahead and whoa, holy crap, yo. Well, I guess this is a common theme. it's not always gonna be as bad as you think it's gonna be, you know? So don't fear it too much. Give her a little chin depth there, I guess. We're not planning to draw the whole free run tonight, are we? Because I didn't really sign up for it. But that's okay. I guess the eye would be here then because of how this looks now. Honestly, yeah, it shaped up to be pretty good in the end. I was not expecting that, guys. Yes, I doubt my ability. I don't doubt you guys' ability to like point out some mistakes though, or at least a good amount of them. Because like my eyes, I've probably been looking at this way too long now. Fresher eyes literally help it so much more. All right, so I would create a little crease line because of how the nape might work from that angle. I'm like, I've drawn this pose before. I mean, this head position before. I could probably do it again. The probably was really, really scary. If I had the proper training and just not had been self-taught, this probably would go a little smoother. But being self-taught is not that bad. Making your mistakes really does feel like the be all end all sometimes though. But that's just self-consciousness speaking. All right, let me look up what free run looks like again, and we're just gonna start adding detail, I guess. Very cute character. My guess is she's probably 100 plus. She probably older. I don't know. I've never actually watched this anime. I just know the meme. You should totally draw Hobbs hoops from. Who the freak is that? Hoops from Hoops and Yo Yo. We stroke a line, we fail, we erase until we win. A facts. um. Oh, hold up. I should probably have my Discord open. I never know when somebody's like going to actually message me. So give it a second. Give it a second. I'm a little slower to the punch. If I see nothing, you know, we just close it out immediately. Um, just oh my gosh. Oh gosh. It's just him staring, dude. You said hoops. All right. We'll detour just for a little bit. I'm not gonna put that much effort in, cause of course not. This patch jump scare, yeah, freaking. I can't even remember his name. I want to call him the Immortal so bad purely because of how useless he feels like he's been until like you actually put him on the squad or something. I'm just I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I don't draw cartoons anymore. It's not coming out the greatest, mainly because I'm not putting in the best effort for it. But hey, you wanted your character, you got to get a small rendition of it because we got free run fish to fry. Phenomenon. That's his name. I almost forgot. Nah, cause Phenomenon was so hyped up, bro. I thought he was straight up about to be like Superman, and bro was not delivering. He was not giving, man. Like I don't know what I expected, but it wasn't that. It really just wasn't that. Whatever he was giving, I was not accepting. My man had me upset. Because I truly thought he was gonna do like way more than he did. Oh man, when's the last time I drew a elf girl? Superman with depression. Shoot. Basically. I guess this is where I should probably turn up the pen sense until we get to the finer line aspect of it. And probably, turn the actual canvas. Delete that. Let's see. Oh my gosh, I got a Dobby ear going off over here. This ear is Dobby's lost sock. Oh gosh. Draw thumb east. Who the frick is that? These random suggestions now. Alright, that's a stronger base for the ear. Give me a split second now. I'll check out the character. Put that on the right. Close that one. Split screen again. Maybe that. Alright, I'll look up East Capo. These, oh my gosh, another Limbus Company character. These cool freaking characters I cannot draw right now. Oh my gosh. This guy has so much drip. And for what? I don't know what my skills may look like to y'all, but I can't be drawing just everything actually. There's the ideology that, you're an artist, you can draw what you want. That may be true, but you also have to have the skill to back it up. I don't have that kind of skill right now. But I'm getting there, I think. Bring this back. Wait. Oh, right. Freaking right. Little Humpany ear. Bring it down. Because of the angle, it shouldn't be too up. Otherwise, it won't look correct. I just wanted you to search up. He looks tough, and I want to sprint the agenda. You're like Matt with Hollow Knight. Only difference is I actually played it of my own free will. He did not force me. Other people weren't so lucky, though. Alright, well, time to zoom in and try my best not to disgrace this image. I'm gonna just draw the little eyeball here. And the other eyeball is gonna be around here. Mm, I'm not gonna be able to read that later. I promise you. I'm not gonna be able to look at that later and distinguish what the freak I just put there. That's a promise. Oh Lord. I did the best I could. All right, let's draw her a little hairline because her head is at an angle. It should probably be fine looking like that. Now, time to zoom out. Bring this down and kind of just leave her bald. Oh, apply. Turn this opacity down. And let's begin the crafting of the character that is Freerun. Move the eyes a little lower. I will after I add the detail. I'll do that and move this eye a little closer, like right here. I'll move the eye over here. That's this one. Put it over here. Otherwise, she'll look a little derpy. I'm scared to flip it at this time. Not bad. Oh my gosh, yo, dude, dude. Oh my gosh, I thought it would look worse when flipped, but when you already noticed the detail that's off, ah, man, it's true. It was truly an honor to see that. That it did not look that bad. That is immaculate work. Oh my gosh. All right, let's go look at Freerun one more time. Close this off. Split this. I'm gonna have to hurry, not gonna lie. My stuff is dying because I forgot to charge my stuff before I started this. I was just trying to do another quick one. I know I gotta start doing this for like longer, especially if I'm trying to get better at my freaking craft, but I don't be thinking about that. I just be going with it, you know? Let's look at Freerun one more time. Those are the problems, so when you flipped it, there was no problem. Yep, no other problem. Facts. So, me personally, I like to get up and close and personal. Maybe not that close and personal. I'm sorry. Oh, yeah. I need this on frickin' 6. That's another factor. I forgot I boosted the frickin' thing. But 6 is like my main number. Use 20 correction. Let's see. You know, it's probably pretty smooth. Yep, pretty smooth. We grow stronger day by day. Yep, facts. You might ask, like, what the frick? Don't worry about it yet. There you go. Always draw from a outward looking angle. Otherwise, it won't look good when you zoom in. You gotta work bigger to work smaller, if that makes sense. Actually, maybe not like that, but yeah, small spikes is what she has on her face. You know what? How do I draw eyes? Let me not worry about how her eyes are. We already know and established this is free run. We'll keep the upper lash, but how do I draw my junk? Let's go from there. You know what I'm saying? And I put love and care into it, so like, let's not do that. Her eyebrows are like this ish. Kind of sharp on both ends, but blunt. It's like a blunt type of sharp. How do I draw eyes? You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna just keep conforming. As a matter of fact, just to stick true to that, let me go ahead open recent gal. How your eyes look? Oh yeah, that was what I drew for that. Crap, I forgot. I keep drawing eyes different. um, hmm. Make this the art style. I don't know about that one. I draw kind of humanoid. This is kind of how I draw. Right here, actually. But, it still needs work. But it's something that's just being improved upon. Like you can see here, solid and, this is not going to go down again. We're going to close this out, though. It's kind of just how I be drawing. I gotta not be so self-conscious about it. I never knew what I really wanted from a style, but I just know I like to draw. So I'm kind of just working with it. Give her a little thicker underlid right here. Not that thick. Fair warning about this tablet that I'm using, Galman. When you're deep in work, you won't notice it too much, but like with this, I actually have to genuinely worry about um I have to genuinely worry about how it offsets how the eye looks. Or my bad, not the eye, the point. I want you to know my pen is like a good inch away from that. Not mine bad, not inch. Inches are bigger than that. A good 5 centimeters off, maybe. Hmm. Actually, maybe not like that. Nah, that's just detail and highlight. We'll leave it at just the iris being there. Alright, so let's read this back. I've done a nose study. I've actually done a nose study. Wait. I've done a nose study. I consider doing one for a stream, I'm not gonna lie, but I know how I draw noses. I know my bad, I'm back. I had to go back into the archives, yo. I had to go into the archives. Brought out my first sketchbook where I actually did my nose study. I've done a nose study. I've broken it down. All I need to do is look back at it, and it'll be like a Jimmy Neutron brain blast. English is not my strongest suit tonight. Brain blast. Here we go. I've drawn it from an underside before like this. I've done this before. We're gonna just rework the nose here though. My mom is calling me. Hello. Say what? I'm drawing. And streaming. Stir fry mixed together. Okay. I meant to add that little detail too. I just didn't really say it. Drawing and streaming. Drawing the chicken. Drawing and streaming. Oh, okay. I'm gonna get you that buttered noodles in a moment. All right. I'm not gonna take too long. All right. Love you. Later. Okay. I will help my mom. I'm not neglecting my mom. She's an able-bodied person though. Okay. I'm not doing it to be facetious. I'm not being petty. I've drawn noses in the past. I can do it again. Now, if I were to draw this, it'd be from this angle right here, caving it in. A little bit of nostril right here. With the outer one coming in right here. Probably. And to give it the illusion of depth, I would make a little curve. Let's minimize this. Get rid of this. Hmm. Thin this out a little bit more too, as a matter of fact. Do that right there. Oh, it didn't switch back. I got her looking a little bit like Squiddy right now. You know what? Is this too realistic for anime? Or am I tripping? Or is it because I studied realistic stuff more than anything else? I'm really trying to figure it out, dude. I kind of draw like stylized realism, so, you know, kind of. Just more anime ish aspects of it. Just tilt this a little bit. Oh crap, it's on the same layer. Okay. I didn't know I did that. I did not know I did that. I actually did not. But since it is, good thing to know. This is an opinion, but what you want, Loki? I have no idea still. I'm still finding it, dude. This is why I keep drawing like basically everything, anything. So, honestly, if you want to give me your suggestion, go ahead. I'm open to listening. Oh, just dropped my phone. High key. I also might fix this on my own time because I'm kind of on a limit now. That would be hilarious, but you know dang well that's not gonna work for me. At least it's facing forward. Oh, make this the art style. That's what you were saying? Mm, definitely will consider it. Well, here we go. We're gonna have drawing the second eye dilemma now. see, about right there. Not gonna lie, I was pretty much rushing that. Oh well. I don't want to keep my mom waiting anymore. I feel like she's burning. I feel like she's burning her eyes into the back of my head right now as we speak. I'm just gonna go, guys. I'm just gonna go. I don't want her to kill me.